54 degrees out there. Well, today, one of the largest fundraising walks is underway in downtown Dallas. The Dallas Walk to End Alzheimer's is taking place in Clyde Warren Park. Thousands are coming together to raise funds and awareness for the disease that affects more than 7 million Americans. So here's Steve Eager with more on that. Let's get the camera on him right now. I don't know if you can hear me. I know the walk is underway. Steve, can you give us a little rundown of the event?
Hi, Tisia. Yeah, it is great. So we hit this just right. Ricardo has set him in the perfect place. The walk has just begun. So we just kicked off the walk. The flowers that look at all these participants. They've raised $800,000 in the Dallas area to try to find a cure. The research is really going now. There's been some great progression to try to wipe out Alzheimer's. Not there yet, but there are some treatments underway that are being approved, and there are clinical trials and things like that. So it's a really optimistic time for people who have loved ones or themselves have early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's. So you see the people carrying flowers. They represent different things. Some people have Alzheimer's. That's the color of a flower. Some people are caregivers. Some people have lost people. And there was one that led the whole pack out here. It was a white flower, and that would be when there is no more Alzheimer's, when there's a treatment, a successful cure for Alzheimer's. That's not here yet, but it'd be nice when all these people are carrying white flowers. So these good people out here have raised a lot of money during this walk, almost $1 million. And what I love about this event, Tisia, is that these people are invested. You know, most of them don't just stumble out here to participate because they want to walk around the block. They are caregivers who work very hard. They've seen Alzheimer's up close. They know that it is horrible, and they are actively involved day to day in the fight. And so I love this group because they are in it. You know what I mean? They're in it every day, and they're out here doing something to try to end it, if that makes sense.
It makes complete sense. And, you know, I want to ask you, because I know in the last hour you spoke about your personal story and your experience with Alzheimer's in your family. So for those who are listening right now and probably not able to make it to the walk, what is your message to them? Because, as you mentioned, this is very tough on a lot of families.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's something. Hey, how you doing? Alzheimer's is it's kind of, gosh, I don't know. When my dad was suffering from it, it's a strange disease because it's so awful. There's shame. There's just fear for the future. There's no cure at this point, so you know how Alzheimer's ends, and it's just terrible. But the good news is, I would say, so that's why these people are so passionate. But the good news is, just recently, Tisia, and this is a miracle to me that it's taken so long, but they do have people taking treatments. There are medications being used and things like that. So what you don't know is that most people who have parents, family, or are suffering with Alzheimer's, they just kind of go away. They just kind of disappear. They just don't leave their home anymore. Their family is taking care of them, and they just sort of vanish, and they just go away. And so Alzheimer's comes with shame and self-consciousness, and you're out with your family member, and you're uncomfortable, and they may be uncomfortable. They may say things that make everybody uncomfortable, and gosh, I can't tell you how much I hate it. And so, I don't know, that's a great question, because people who come up against Alzheimer's, they just kind of disappear, you know, and they get taken care of in their home, and they just go away. And it's really sad.
Well, you know what? It's events like this that, you know, the amount of people that are there for that event and this conversation is reasons why, you know, there is hope. I would hope so, at least. So thank you so much for taking the time for joining us this morning, but also sharing your personal story as well. I know it's hard questions, but I can only imagine that people are home watching you right now, sharing your story and feeling just a little sense of hope when it comes to events like this and conversations like this that are not easy, but so important to have.
It's big hope, Tisia, because my fear is it's not supposed to be familial, but in my family it sure is, and I'm next in line, so I have a lot of hope that something changes.
Well, thank you so much once again, Steve.
All right.